as we're set for puck drop here. Tarabella versus Nelson, and we're underway here in Columbus as that puck is into the stick of Notre Dame, now picked up by Abel. Couldn't hit the net there. Gordon now with the puck. Engels, DD over to, I believe that's Smith. Smith's shot there. That one is smothered by the goaltender, Kemp. Here comes Crocker now. Crocker now sending back over to Engels here. Engels with a shot there. And that one did get smothered by the goaltender, Kemp. Weaving through Waynes. I'll take it behind the net here. Looking for a middle lane pass over to Nelson. That one's picked off. And here comes a 3-on-1 for Ohio State. Caron shot, and he scores! Felix Caron had a 3-on-1 there, but said he'll take it himself.
As we're seeing the replay right here, just a little hesitation right there. Gets Kemp kind of stuck.
Isley. Here comes William Smith now with a lot of speed. Smith with a shot, unable to hit that one for that puck. And now Caron, to Thompson. Thompson trying to find Burnside, does. Burnside able to keep that in. 25 seconds now on the power play. Caron back to Sabo. Sabo with a shot there, and he scores!
That came from downtown, Emmett.
Not sure if that was tipped by Thompson.
It's like, who can bounce back, from that short week faster? It looks like the skates are all
Fisher now send the puck in behind the net. Eberle tried to play it, but goes under his stick. Now behind the net here for the Irish. This is picked up by Evan Warner, the junior. Warner now trying to center it past there, and they score! Puck looked like it was just floating around here in the slot, and that one ended up being buried.
Right here. We're just hanging out on that left side of the pipe, and takes a opportunity, of the backside of the net being wide open.
Slaggert, and now Slaggert taking a dump from McGinley. Now back to the point here, kept in the zone by Jimmy Yurkip, and now a shot there from Slaggert, and they tipped and score!
What a wild play, Emmett. Just as we were talking about earlier, how the ice was tilting towards the Buckeyes' way. It seems like it's leveled out now, down, and they've done that.
Well, 2-goal lead is the worst lead in hockey as the Irish now just come. Fisher in the zone here. Here's Brown. Brown over to Warner. Warner now trying to find a lane back to the point. Here's Cumlin. Cumlin in the slot there. Shot for Brown. That one's off the post. Rebound, they score! How about that? The Irish, 3 goals in the past 2 minutes. And now all of a sudden they're up 3-2 here. Muzzati, who's 5 for 9 now. Rozzi with a shot. Oh, that went off the crossbar, I think. Referees calling a no goal. We'll see if they're going to review this. That was really close.
Prior to this game, they're coming off a weekend where he won nearly 60% of his draws.
And Danny Nelson wins this draw as that one chipped into the zone by Ali. And that one chipped to Kneppel. Here's Kneppel now in the slot. Pass in front of the net. Shoots, rebound, just trying to poke it in. I believe that was Ali. And now look at in the corner. We got pushing and shoving there between Gordon and Mastrodomingo. As on the other side, a shot there from Notre Dame. That is Warner. Won't go. Now Muzzarati shoots and scores.
Yeah, the 3-on-3 was just wild. He had a little push and shove back in the back corner, which created his 3-on-3, which seems to be just an advantage.
Yeah, that's
Irish.
Especially with Notre Dame having the puck. Nelson winning this one back to Fisher. Fisher sending that one in the zone, taking a hit from Caron as McBrayer looking to get that one out. Passing up across here to Gordon. Gordon to Isley. Isley to Gordon. Gordon trying to find Isley on that backside pass. Unable to find him. Kept in the zone. Smith. Smith here. Isley. Gordon tips it and scores.
Just the break the Buckeyes been looking for.
Found, as we see here, off the pass there from Hong. Mickey out to Rozzi. Rozzi cross-ice pass to Burnside. He's got Montez with him. Here comes David Burnside with speed. Burnside trying that blocker side pad. Gordon in that center winning this one back to Ingles. Ingles sending that one out of the zone. Here's Isley. Isley pass here to Hong. 2-on-2. Hong trying to find Isley there. Tied up by Fisher. Gordon trying to go cross-ice, unable to finish. puck sent out of the zone here. Ingles to Gordon. Gordon to Isley. 2-on-1 for the Buckeyes. Isley, backdoor, they score!
And it just felt like that the whole time in that series. The pressure was on. You see the replay here, just laid out across.
Beautiful pass from
what a
Isley.
Perfect timing.
31-18 at one point as this one tied up, and seemed like it was more than 3.5 seconds, but it wasn't. And with that, we've got some free hockey coming up, Bear.
Who does this 3-on-3 benefit? I mean, who's a favor in this? Would you imagine?
It seems like Jourdain has outplayed Ohio State in even matchups, but this one won by the Buckeyes. Burnside now makes the man miss, looking to go up ice. Here comes Davis Burnside. Burnside with the deke there, won't go. What another incredible save by Nicholas Kempf. Here's McBrayer over to Smith. Smith with a lot of speed here. Smith in the slot there, shot, won't go. Rebound off the boards. Another save for Kempf. Muzzarati, shot won't go. See what that's Muzzati. Now a wide open shot there, Warner, and he tips and scores.
Or checking the whole time in this 3-on-3 has really paid off for the Irish. It almost cost them a couple times.
On defense, Isley in versus Nelson, and we're underway as puck was eventually won there by Strachey. Now into the corner, Dunlap trying to find that. Dunlap trying to outlet pass there. That one ended up being picked off there by.
Change something on this next power play.
Back to the point here, McBrayer. Carabella would win that faceoff. Karan skating with it. McBrayer over to Carabella. Carabella with a shot, and he buries it! Felix Karan left Jake Carabella, rather.
Point. He switches places with McBrayer. McBrayer goes up top, and the puck finds its.
Breaks up the pass from Cole Knubel. And now Warner to Mazzotti. Mazzotti over to Nelson. Nelson to Knubel. Knubel back to the point. Fisher off the skate of Mazzotti, and now backdoor shot, score by Cole Knubel.
Emmett, that was a ridiculous pass by Mazzotti. I don't know if it was intentional or not. Take a second look. There was a spinorama right onto the stick. There's absolutely no chance there from Hildebrandt. Like he was sprawled out, ended up on his back, but was able to get the pad on it as we're underway now.
Yeah, he denied Danny Nelson there, who just won this face-off draw. Here's Kumlin going the other way, getting tied up by McBrayer. Abel back to Kumlin. Kumlin up here. Fisher, get that knocked away from Isley, and the Buckeyes might have a 2-on-1 the other way. Isley now with it. Isley shoots, and he scores!
Through the outside, takes the puck away, 2-on-1 here for the Buckeyes. And one thing to note here, Emmett, that's Jake Dunlap playing on the first line with Riley Thompson out of the game. The Buckeyes are making adjustments. Dunlap jumps up to that first line.
Losing that one. And now Deckut with it. Deckut up to Hong. James Hong with it. Driving. James Hong with a nice move and a shot there going behind the net there. Mazzotti. And we're underway as Carabella able to win it back to McBrayer. Burnside quickly moving it over to Karan. See it in Karan. That one's off the post. Karan had a beautiful shot. Beat Kempf out wide, and that one's off the post. Puck out of play. Take another look at it here. Karan, beautiful shot just off that blocker side post.
Yeah, I believe it gets deflected right at the top of the crease. As Karan shoots it. Yeah, it's actually deflected there by Crocker. Looks like.
Here's Femus now with it. Femus into the zone. Take a big hit from McGinley. Might have been a little bit late. No call from the officials as Carabella looking to go the other way with it. Deckut with it, making it be. Deckut with a nice move, and he gets the 5-hole, and the Buckeyes score another one.
Cutting in on the right side, has one hand on the stick, controlling it, using his other hand to create separation, and when he goes right to left, he opens up the 5-hole of Kempf.
Fisher Themis picking up that one. Back to Kerr. 11-12 to play in regulation. Buckeyes up 2. As that one centering pass, shoot, and they score! Right place, right time has been the story of this game.
The perfect way to describe it. Another turnover forced by Notre Dame. The puck comes to the front of the net, and Hildebrandt tries to poke check it away, but unfortunately for him, he poke checks it right to number 25, and essentially all he has to do is put it in to the...
As he sends that one back in the zone. Now pass up to Hong. Yurkev right on him. Over to Karan. Karan shot off the chest. Rebound into the skate and eventually into the stick. Back to the point here. McBrayer, as this penalty is about to expire, shot there, blocked, rebound in front of net. Burnside, can he bury? No, he can't as the whistles blow. Kemp's on top of it, and that's going to force a stoppage of play. Bodies. Brown behind the net. Knuble trying to center it, won't go. 5 seconds left. Brown, Knuble, and set, won't go. Fisher from the slot, and they score at the buzzer! Oh my goodness! A buzzer-beating goal for Paul Fisher, and this game ain't done yet, Avi. Again, remember, the puck has to fully cross the goal line before the buzzer rings. Shot there, we don't know.
I believe it is a goal. You can see the green light behind that.
The little green light. Here's another look at it.
We can't get it from this angle, but if we take a look at the other angle in which we just saw, I believe this is going to stand, and that is a great heads-up play by Paul Fisher from the point. As you see,
as Carabella wins the draw back to Smith. Carabella out there with McBrayer and Smith. Remember last night, Notre Dame scored an overtime winner off a turnover by Davis Burnside, who just got on the ice. Now Smith up ice here. Smith shot there. What a blocker pad save by Kemp. Missing the net high. And now Ohio State's got a 2-on-1 the other way. Carabella with it. Carabella backhand and a save by Kemp. Smith drops it back to Gordon. Gordon trying to beat the Irish here. Into the zone, Gordon trying to beat Nelson. Gordon shot there right into the chest of Kemp.
We take a second look here. Gordon cutting in. Almost generates a mini 2-on-1, so he takes the shot. And
Deckcut with it now. Deckcut, center pass. Carabella unable to do that. And Notre Dame might have numbers the other way. It's a 2-on-1. Femus and Nelson. Femus shot, and he scores! From improbable to undeniable, the Irish come to Columbus and sweep the Buckeyes with their goalie Kemp. Another look at the overtime winner by Femus.
The Buckeyes try going one way, and here come the Fighting Irish the other way. Notre Dame gets the last laugh. They tied a game with 0.1 seconds left, and then they score in overtime. That's a huge way to end the season for the Fighting Irish. Lots of momentum going into that first round series.
To pull the lacrosse move last night. Sometimes he kind of thinks he's a forward, but a great skater as well on the blue line.
Seconds remain in this power play. Zilyanov able to get back up. Here comes a chance for DeMarsico. 1-on-0. Just blocked out by Hauser. Almost a shorthanded goal. Would have been the 6th of the season for the Lions. So they're going to play within their own zone to try and find something through. Once more collects Smith now. The engine goes for the stick in. Here's a shot. Glove save. A lot of Badgers bunched up on that far side faceoff circle, but finally looking out is Morrissey, who's going to toss one ahead. Here come the Badgers 2-on-2. Toss in front. Score! Once again, Quinn Finley. This guy is fantastic against the Nittany Lions. Wisconsin takes the first lead of the contest.
Hard, so this puck can come all the way across ice, and he gets his stick on it. He bats that out of midair with the backhand. Not even the forehand, it was his backhand that he bats that out of the air. Port the pucks, starting from below their own defensive blue line all the way up through the neutral zone into the offensive zone.
Face-off down, and we are away for the second slot of 20 minutes of hockey action here on Big Ten Plus. We thank you for hanging out with us. Yet another win at the dot. Wisconsin playing pitch and catch. There's a dribbler. Goes in! Fantastic redirection, but Ben Dexheimer gets it done. The captain for this Wisconsin team finds the back The Badgers' lead increases to 2.
See the replay here. Morrissey does get the backhand. A wicked tip that hit the back of the leg of Cade Christensen and fooled Kevin Radler. The second.
Couldn't guess by the last names. Yes, the son of head coach Gadowski. Here's a wrister. Save Radler. Second shot won't go. There's a little bit of a bank attempt from the back there as Radler loses his bucket. We get to take a little look at the flow going on under there. Sometimes it takes a little bit of a hot bounce off the pillows on the legs, and right there could have put himself in a bit of harm's way, but protective gear coming off, blows the play dead. Safety first, hockey second. There's a redeflection. Score for the Badgers. Oliver Tulk, a 3-goal lead for Wisconsin. They look unstoppable right now.
Lost another chance where Wisconsin wins the race to the corner. It was Horback beating Gadowski, and then a shot from that near wing.
On the back of my hand, I'm going to be honest. It was going to find its way in somewhere. Osborne gets off the draw win. Out to Montgomery. Score for the Badgers. 4 times tonight, they have lit the lamp. This team is absolutely red hot, and Montgomery had a little bit of issue staying on the ice yesterday. Tucks one to make it a 4-0 game, not even halfway through regulation.
Dominance. Kevin Radler just got pulled for Josh Fleming. Fleming into the net now. Gonna maybe try and pump some.
Toss around there. Penn State still 10 seconds, can get one more good look with the man up. Passing lanes well deflected. Van Olm with a blast! Score!
You see this pass come straight up to the top of the point. Quick pass over to Van Olm, and he beats Hauser glove side high. Those guys played a lot of hockey games against each other in the Western Hockey League last season. Van Olm led that.
Back circles around looking for Collins up top. Swallowed whole by Osborne. Puck remains alive. Fink here 3-on-2. Pass back through. Here comes McKenna. Loses his edge. Puck in front. Score! A law back attack. The Ice Arena.
And look at this. Pitch and catch from McKenna and Lawback. McKenna tries to tuck this in on the forehand, loses the handle. Reese Lawback keeps his stick on the ice, and then here's the first goal. Serrato up top to the blue line to Gadowski, works over to the far side. Watch him walk the blue, takes a couple strides for the one-time.
Tossed around in quick succession in this second period where things have certainly heated up. Fitzgerald in front. Backhander won't go. No, still out of the ice. Wonderful defense from the Nittany Lions. DeMarco jousts with, tries to get the pass through to Osborne, won't go. Osborne's pass keeps it in the zone. Here's an open look shot. Good pad save. Ballback drops for Fink, who hands back in. Here's McKenna. Quick tosser. There's Collins looking for a quick slip and slide. No good. That one just couldn't find its home right there. Penn State had the opportunity they were looking to set up.
They could be pesky. They could steal one and really shake things up across the country, but Michigan, a real deep team. They'll be the heavy favorites in that game.
Now trying to have a better third period. Van Olm, goal scorer, once pushes one wide right. Here comes a 2-on-1 opportunity for the Badgers. Toss across, fires, scores! The incredible Tulk does it once more. 2 goals for double fives tonight. Wisconsin's lead back to 3.
Streak down the ice, you see it right there, right over the stick of Casey Almond. Great elevation on that feed from Ryan Botterill, but it really starts with Mac.
Wisconsin loves to live behind the net. They've lived and died by it in this series. And Osborne right now, here's an open look in front. Botterill rejected. Joins his line mates. Fitzgerald straight to the bench. Tulk, 2 goals in this contest so far on the far corner. Open puck right in front of the cage. Good save. Second chance won't go. 5 seconds remain in the power play. Webush does her another chop between the legs. One final look here, man up. Fink tries to toss one through. McKenna, second try. Diving save. A sprawling moment for the Badgers. To create some offense in these waning moments for the Nittany Lions. Deering loses the puck. Smith now trying to reset. Wiebusch in close shot. That one saved away. Big save there. Bit of a starfish maneuver there. No stick for the goaltender now. Try to have something to smile about on the ride home. Nothing going to come of that one. Chindegraves couldn't get the pass off in time.
Schoen's upper body, right shoulder, just got banged up going to the boards. Crashed hard there. He's down behind the net of Hauser as time expires.
Nolan Collery, Matt Becker, Penn State versus Wisconsin. The final Big Ten home series for the Nittany Lions this year. We are up
next Wednesday or the NCAA tournament.
Penn State looking to re-enter the zone here. Got something with Schoen. Schoen leaves out for Wiebusch on the near circle. As an open, Christensen fires! Scores! Cade Christensen lights the lamp to get the party started in Pagula. Take another look at this one. You just gave it to us in poetry, but Christian, when opportunity. Take another look at this one. You just gave it to us in poetry, but Christian, when opportunity comes.
Playing with Collins, who is a tall shutdown D guy, it's allowed Christensen to streak offensively.
Here's a break opportunity for Fink. Fink lets one low. That one's no good. McKenna on the rebound opportunity. Save made.
You see him take the shot right here. The rebound is followed up right in front by McKenna, and that is exactly where you're supposed to be. That's how.
Smith now contests, pokes out for the Nittany Lions. McKenna gets out to Van Olm on the far side boards. Just clearing in the zone, but outcoming with the puck are the Badgers. Wisconsin now, odd man rush. Maybe gonna just elect to circle. Yes, they do. Tries to find an out front shot. Score! The Badgers immediately knot this one up. Who else would it be but Quinn Finley?
But instead, it's a beautiful feed right out in front on the tape, and Finley has done a tremendous job all season. Penn State has been snake-bitten with injuries.
So the first power play opportunity for Penn State without Aiden Fink. McKenna in open ice fires one in, scores!
Something in front of the net, and we'll take a look here as McKenna opens himself up and he rips this one past. Was there maybe goaltender interference? I'm not quite sure.
Giving number 34 a break there. Both lines feeling the heat on that one as McKenna tries to toss a forward pass ahead to Wiebusch. Wiebusch fighting through it. Here comes a look for Wiebusch right out front. Big save made. Wonderful use of the glove there by Daniel Hauser.
And let's take a look at this Wiebusch chances. This puck just kind of squirts through everybody, and you're absolutely right, Nolan. And also on top of that, the 4 seed will get to play at least a home game, especially in that quarterfinal round, and the Badgers want that really badly because the Kohl Center is such a tough place to play. It looks like and it feels like it's a good weekend because it's so hard to do, and the level of play, whether it's the last team in the Big Ten all the way up to the best team, anybody can beat anybody on any given night, so you can't take anyone for granted.
Weird bounce here is going to give an opportunity for the Badgers. Nothing going to come. Yes, it is! Goal for the Badgers! Vasily Zelenov finds the back of the net, and we are knotted up.
Johnson just rims this puck around the boards, but it takes a funky hop, and it's the last thing that you're expecting. I mean, that's Ben Schoen back there. He's a forward. You mentioned that Penn State wants to keep the puck moving, and you're 100% right, and the reason is because they're such a good team when it comes to the transition game, and you can see it right here. They get into the zone, but a little bit of disruption always knocks you off your game, but Penn State, they move so well, and they...
Piatilla, there's the rebound. Score. No, yes, it will be a goal.
And Penn State wants to take a quick look at this and see, was this puck kicked in? That's tough to tell from that angle.
Handling the puck with confidence. Back to Morrissey, to Osborne. Fakes the fan. Here's a wrister. That one goes wide left. Trying to get it back as Morrissey loses the stick. Wide out in front. Save made. Covered up by Fleming.
Underneath the hash marks, and it's also this stick that comes out of nowhere that disrupted the play. So you can see, I mean, that stick, not only did it get it back to Quinn Finley.
Wrap up between the two teams. Bit of a track race now on the near side board. Bodarchuk controls with Fink nearby. Misa comes in on the hip. Fink able to collect 2-on-3 opportunity. Fink, ripper, score! Mr. 100 ties it up.
The period where Penn State was kind of dead in the water. It's a turnover right there. It's a seeing eye shot right between the skates of a defenseman through a little bit. Our home at Kohl Center for the first round of the Big Ten tournament.
Good news for you, no matter what, we get at least 20 more minutes of fun here. Thursday night hockey, Nolan Collery, Matt Becker, and Kaylee Tallman, respectively on net, both having a nice night keeping their teams in it. Here comes Wisconsin the other way. 3-on-2, leaves behind, centering pass, nothing there, recollects on the rebound, score! Simon Tassi gives Wisconsin the lead with 16 to play.
His pattern. We'll take a look here and see, was Fleming a little bit late to getting to that post, and it seemed, I really like the way Wisconsin came out to start this third period. They look a tad quicker.
Botterill behind, get another look from behind the net. That one finds the twine. Ryan Botterill gives Wisconsin the 3-5 lead.
This time Fleming does get there to make the save, but then the rebound pops in front. So look here, wrap around, but the rebound pinballs around, and it ends up.
The Badgers look very comfortable. There's a shot in. That one's going to go wide. Lost the glove there was Chinda Graves. Wisconsin dominating time right now, just trying to fill it up. There's a shot. Score! Pia Tilla makes it a 3-goal game, and the Wisconsin Badgers are well in the driver's seat, foot on the gas.
Dermot's marker, because you know Penn State was going to get a sense of urgency sometime soon. You get a wraparound here, and again.
Plenty staying. Credit to them for wanting to watch as much as they can, but definitely more empty seats than filled ones at this point. Throws one cross ice, Ripper, good save. Fleming shows off that he still wants every bit of this game. Wisconsin will seal up that 4 seed in the Big Ten tournament. Penn State sealing the 3, meaning both teams will get to play in their home barns.
Yeah, and congratulations to Wisconsin when it's all said and done, because they've dealt with adversity this season. There were times where they were
quick in front, scores! A stone-cold dagger in the hearts, and there is a race out of these seats.
And you sit in front of the net, especially on a 5-on-3. Look at him. He knows that this puck is going to be worked down low, and he's waiting for either a pass or a juicy rebound.
In that first 2 goals, in that second, then broke down the gates with 4 to end things up. Knox, one more look out to Phelan. That one fans wide. Gonna stay on the stick of Knox, and that'll do it. The Wisconsin Badgers, number 11 in the land, and officially
all right, here we go. Puck is dropped, and we are underway between Minnesota, and it goes right over the glass.
They got to limit their turnovers against a Minnesota team, and Michigan State's a tough. There's not really much with their game. They've been that good all season long.
Ziemer walking in, tries to go across the box, broken up, but now Mooney on the far side. LJ back to the point. Lamb walking in, fires! Augustine the same rebound, just pushed wide by Ludke. Final year in that league, drops it back. Clark gets it onto the near side. Javon Moore down low, centering pass. Augustine with a big save right on the doorstep was Eric Paulson. Lidstrom on his backhand. Brings it back to the near point, walking in, Geary lets the shot go. Rebound was loose for a moment, but the Gophers were the first one to get it, and they clear. And now they'll come out with Luke Biddlestad playing his 150th career game tonight. Bad pass, though. Back in comes the Spartans, a shot and a goal. Picking the far side was Porter Martone. And Michigan State, that top line, just that dangerous. And it's 1-0 in favor of the Spartans.
Martone, watch Luke Middlestead here. He's going to try to make that pass. Martone, actually, he was the recipient of the pass. And he goes top shelf over the glove, pick of the Philadelphia Flyers, captain of Team Canada in the World Juniors, gets the Spartans on the board.
Part of the issue, not the whole issue, but the goaltending wasn't to the level that they've seen the last couple of years at World Juniors, and you need goaltending in that tournament if you want a medal. Michigan State now with the last 4 shots on goal, rather, last 3 shots on goal. Now here's a turnover. Quick shot off the glove. And Townsend had a good look there, but Augustine, Barnhill in deep, brings it back to the point. Leahy. Long shot, fought off, rebound, second save. Brilliant save on Stramill, was right on the doorstep.
Yeah, the shot's just going to come from the point by Martone. Great initial save, and you can see two Michigan State forwards right in front, trying to get a piece of that puck. Good job by the Minnesota defense.
Key factor for him. He's the top faceoff man in college hockey this year. So Minnesota needs that. Here's Lamb right on the doorstep. Saved by Augustine. Rebound. Ziemer couldn't find it.
And first we're going to see Ziemer get this pass to Brody Lamb. And right at the last second.
So that'll be tomorrow night. We'll be on Fox 9 Plus tomorrow night. Same start time at 7 p.m. Game 2 of this weekend set.
By Ralph. I thought Brody Ziemer was in all alone, and Ralph really recovered and made Ziemer pull up. But watch this pass by Brody Lamb to Ziemer, and Ralph gets back. Ziemer goes to his backhand, does a little spinorama, and you know, they battled Michigan State hard, and so it's there, but you know, oh, there we go.
Riker Lee picks the top corner onto Pasquo, and off that face-off loss, the Spartans make them pay.
Well, you were talking about Riker Lee, another #1. He's going to get this pass right in the prime area, and he makes no mistake as that puck comes across.
Yeah, Beckett blocked the shot, lost his stick, and that allowed the Spartans. Minnesota just one shot on the power play as Luke Biddlestad barges across the line, stripped to the puck. Stramo hits the man out of the box, busting right in, and a huge save there by DePasco as he stopped Danny Russell.
And here you're going to see Danny Russell breaking in all alone on Luka DePasquo, and DePasquo.
Now Townsend off the boards to Mo. Gets around one man. Mo busted right in. And Augustine turns him away with the right pad save. Avoids one hit. Puts it back in behind his own net. And now Middlestad.
Now you got to get that. You got to get that puck moving north and south. You went to the weak side.
And look,
you had a chance. You know, Minnesota had a chance to make an easy clear. Instead, they throw it back down low. Well, that gives Michigan State an opportunity to go back in on their forecheck. Yeah. That's just good hard work down low. But, you know, if we could go back earlier and see the pass from, you know, what, and who they put out on that power play, you understand why.
Here's Lee now. Plays it to Stramo. Gets it across the line. Spartans setting it up. Quick shot. And it's in. It looked like it was going to deflect high. Instead, it got deflected down.
Martone.
And it ended up in the net. And Martone has his second of the game.
Yeah, an opportunity to sneak down that left side off his offhand. And he beats DePasquo low. I don't know.
Sturbach couldn't keep it in the offensive zone. Shots 29-16 in favor of Michigan State. The side of the net, they bang away at it. Riker Lee's shot, and it goes in. It deflects off the traffic out front. And the Gophers are now down 5 with 1:55 to go here in the second.
Team, you're just going to see the battle level of Michigan State. And, you know, you leave a guy open like that.
Here we go, third period. Top lines out for both teams as we start this one. Middlestad.
Coach Nightingale told me before the game, you know, we were talking, and he said, you know, I might be a little biased, but I think Stramo's the best player in college hockey. And guess what? He might be right. And there it is, another goal.
Michigan State.
Left all alone, right in the slot. Pretty easy goal.
Caden Lindstrom puts that one in, and it's now 6-zip in favor of the Spartans, and the Lansing enjoying this one.
They are, and they might be the only ones left. And just, you know, again, hard work. And Minnesota, who...
Javon Moore's shot hits a leg, deflects into the corner. Spartans pick it up there. Home run pass connects. Breakaway coming right in. And Airy comes up with a big save there. Whipple pushes it up the near side. Townsend now plays it in. Hendrickson knocks it free right on the
what a
net.
save.
That was Bo and Augustine. Opportunity here.
Yeah, and that's Hendrickson working hard. Teddy Townsend right out front too.
Minnesota coming close, but they haven't broken through yet. Down by a half dozen here in the third.
What are you guys doing? We love playing, right? Well, if we had to go to Duluth to play a playoff game, who cares? Or Madison, or
Lupke breaks the shutout. Javon Moore with a beautiful cross-ice feed, and Tanner Lupke goes bar down, and the Gophers finally have something to celebrate.
Yeah. You're going to see the pass from Gruba over to Moore. Moore finds Lutke, and that time Trey Augustine couldn't get over. Great shot by Tanner Lutke. Goes barred out.
Drops it back to Lamb. Brody across the line trying to get through. Lutke going right to the net. He's got it! And he couldn't finish. Just didn't get good wood on it. He tried to go up top on Augustine.
Here beats one guy, and then Lutke takes over and just lost control of the puck. Watch here, right at the end. Now he's tied up a little bit.
Well, the Gophers down 2 men for a minute 23. That shot rang off the post. No urgency here for Michigan State. They've got what they needed. They've got 6, and they're looking to win the Big Ten regular season title. It'll be the 3rd time in a row for Michigan State.
Make it 7. Tommy Ministo.
First time that they have ever done that feat. All to go.
Well, great puck movement. Barnhill over to Tommy Ministo, and
Shouty over there, 13. Put that one in.
is it Shouty? All right.
His second of the night will really reset the focus of this club, and they can try to figure it out. But Michigan State
is your champion
of the Big Ten regular season title.
Hey, they need a better effort. Plain and simple. They give me that tonight, I will be happy.
They are all locked in. Nobody can move anywhere, so we are set for the playoffs. Here's Whipple coming right in. Backhander. Big rebound in front, and it's swept away to the line, not out. Luke Middlestad keeps it in, as it looked like Whipple was about to get his first ever goal with a goaltender in the net. Now the Spartans bring it back in. Quick shot, and Rice makes the save, and he holds on.
I mean, you just look at him out there, and oh, it's so funny. He's taking a draw against Moody.
Here's a quick shot. The pass goes the same. Follow up and stop that as well, did Luka. That would be good.
Yeah, let's get him.
I like that.
All right.
We will ask for Zach. Off the face-off. Sharp angle shot. Not far enough for icing, so they're able to get 5 fresh players on the ice. Martone coming through center. Caught from behind by Mooney. Gophers turn it the other way. Mason Moe gets it ahead to Zemer. Zemer uses the traffic as a screen. Lets it go and scores! Brody Zemer buries it, and the Gophers take a 1-0 lead.
This guy has done this all year long. Watch, Mason Moe gets the puck to Zemer. He pulls it and just rips it by Melvin Strahl. Look at how quick he gets.
And the Gophers jump on it. They'll come out to center. Lidke gets it ahead. Javon Moore shot partially blocked.
Throwing pucks at the net. Much different team tonight for Minnesota.
Zemer now tried to sidestep Ralph, but he had none of that. Back the other way. Versaghi lets the shot go. Bounce it, puck, and score. It bounced off to Pasquo, and then it was knocked in
Lindstrom.
last second.
Here you're going to see Versaghi take the shot. It's going to go up in the air. No, look good goal to me. Lindstrom's just going to follow that in and knock it through.
Now Falloon out there, couldn't keep it in. Spartans come back the other way. Shoddy puts it in front. gets his own rebound, and DePasquale turns him aside. Once his season is over, maybe play a little AHL. Now here's Paulson going in, trying to push the backhand home. And you saw Brody sitting up in the press box tonight on the far side.
Need him healthy for Wednesday. Cycle going for Michigan State.
And he was the only one out there. The rest of his
Right,
team
yeah.
going off
Yeah,
on
he did it.
line
Yeah,
change.
he did it when everyone was off the ice.
And he's started this whole offensive zone. Oh, what a deflection. What a save by DePasquale, and the rebound is knocked in.
Manisto.
Michigan State takes the lead 2-1. Tommy Manisto.
With Tiernan Shouty just working, and that one just kind of snuck by under the pad. I think Manisto fanned on the shot, period.
And DePasquale kind of kicked the pad too early, thinking the shot was coming faster than it did.
That's a tough one to give up late in the period like that.
Now on the far side, Riker Lee coming through center across the line. Slips it through. Nielsen, sharp angle shot. Easy DePasquale.
You know, one thing about Michigan State, Jim, is that, you know what, they clinched it last night. They're playing their backup goalie.
Now Vershage plays it around the near side. Gophers pick it up there, and they'll get it out to center. Here's Paulson coming right in, going to the net, drops it off. Oh, and Henderson whipped it wide. Paulson trying to jam it in, but he's cut off at the side of the net as Barnhill got back.
And, you know, he'll get more mature next year, and so I'm really looking forward to seeing what he turns into next season.
Now the Spartans with the pressure on. Ralph's shot deflects off the traffic. Regular season game of the season. Gophers now will move on to the Big Ten tournament, which starts Wednesday night, as they will head to Happy Valley. Right on the doorstep, it's pushed in across the line. Daniel Russell gets the goal, and Michigan State now up 3-1.
You're going to see here the puck go behind the net, and little chip by Minnesota. Thomas and McLaughlin right to, and then you have a second guy following up, and he picks up the puck, and you have the third guy come in, and that's how you start your cycle and your offensive zone. There you go.
Henderson on the wraparound. This time he wasn't going to be denied. And the Gophers are back within a goal.
And watch this time. Look at how he's working here and uses that big frame to go right around, and he puts it in between the legs of Strahl. And great work by Teddy Townsend to get him the puck. Pull the Gophers within a goal.
Now another drive right to the net. Full denied. Rebound follow-up. Penalty on the Spartans. 3 last night with the extra man.
Yeah, and here's what I'm talking about with Javon Moore using that big body. And he just goes right around the defenseman. Look at that speed and control that he used. Tried to go
across the box. It's deflected. Bouncing puck in front. Still kept in. Here's Mooney walking right in. Shoots.
Oh.
And the save is made. Mooney gets his own rebound. Comes out front again. Hooked from behind. Moore going to the net. Save is made, and the rebound's cleared. Quality chances.
Yeah, they were. Here's Mooney just battling, and Javon Moore right. Oh, man. He tried to go 5-hole. It's been impressive. Their battle level.
Finally, the Gophers do gain control. Mooney trying to split the defense. Drops it out to Moe. He shoots and scores! And Mason Sells says, let's hear it. We're all even at 3.
Through the neutrals, and watch this. First one drop pass by Moe, and then another pass by L.J. Mooney, and Mason Moe puts it away. Pulls that puck in and lets that wrister go. Yes.
And we took a 5-minute major, and they had a great offensive team. They came back to tie it. It took us, again, the third overtime to do it, and it was magical. It brought us to Denver, where we ended up winning.
Over to Mooney. He'll pick it up off the boards. To the goal line. Back to Middlestad. Oh, the drive. The rebound loose. Mooney somehow didn't put it in. Knocked away from him, and Stramel gets it up. Gruba puts it right back in, and that will do it. We are going to go to overtime, tied at 3. There's one of the true leaders of this team, Luke Middlestad. He'll be out there to start this 3-on-3.
Oh, wow.
And Jimmy
Big
Clark
drop.
wins it cleanly from Stramel. Now Middlestad starting out, maintains possession. Stramel lets it go. It's deflected over the top of the net. Russell picks it up in the corner. Middlestad across the line, gives it to Mooney, walking right in, he shoots! And it's off the glove of Straw. Puck back to the line, pushed out, and that will do it. The 3-on-3 comes to a conclusion, and now we go to a shootout.
Ah, how fun.
It's usually showtime, and we'll see what he's got here.
Yeah. I'm not even going to describe this because I can't. All right, the pass roll and Russell.
Daniel Russell trying to tie up the shootout.
Oh.
And he goes on the glove side and buries it.
Upstairs.
Now it's Javon Moore. Slowly across the blue line. Picks up speed. And scores!
5-hole. And the goalie couldn't gauge how it was. Oh, Ralph, the defenseman.
This is an interesting call. And he flips it up over the bar off the top of the glass. Here comes Lee. He's got plenty of moves as well.
Oh.
And he banged it off the post. And the Gophers win the shootout on senior night. Gophers picking up another big point against a top 5 team this season. And that's what gives you hope going into the Big Ten playoffs.
All I wanted tonight, Jim, and we talked about it, was effort. Effort, effort, effort. And, you know, everything wasn't pretty tonight, but the effort was there. And that's what you want to see out of a Gopher hockey team, and they got it tonight.
And these Gophers send out their seniors on a high note, getting the win here tonight.